Okay, now are we done? Are we live? That's the question. Well, we're live on Rumble. We're live on ShareVision. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Nice. We're not live on TikTok. Need to press the go live button there as well. There we go. Now we're live everywhere. Good stuff. And away we go. Okay, so we're live. And we're trading. Well, we've traded already. We've traded two things already. Kind of small moves. Actually, Elevate's moving again. Morning, OAL. Okay. I'll just get rid of the Bloomberg in the background. They're all talking about Nvidia's massive performance yesterday. Well, it kind of sold off after the open. It didn't really do a lot after the open. There's quite a few stocks moved though yesterday, and I didn't trade any of them. I just left it alone. Once I finished the live stream here, I went out with the dog, walked the dog, and I went for a barbecue. So yeah, it's a bit choppy. It's a bit choppy. Calvus. It moved, and I'm not seeing any catalyst for the price action either. Good morning, Nate. So no real catalyst for this price action. So I'm kind of a little bit wary of it. I managed to trade it a little bit. Then I got the doji and the devil horn, so I got out of the position. I was only in quickly, so I got out of the position. So on 4 pops up on an AI catalyst. I'll look at that again later. If it's right now it's not doing anything, I'll look at it again later if it does. Elevate. This is not doing anything now either. Pinduo popped up on earnings. Oh, Pinduo is looking reasonable as well, but yeah, just not. Nvidia's actually underneath the VWAP right now, so Nvidia's the ones driving the market up yesterday. It's not far off going red on the day. So as is the overall market. So the NASDAQ is rapidly coming down. I don't think this is a problem. I think I've just got a bullish feeling about today. I think the overall market's going to be bullish today, but we'll see. Amazon up quite a bit today, pulling back a little bit in line with the rest of the market. The SPY just positive right now. So pretty much kind of go nowhere, do nothing at the moment. Hey, Eunice. So we're just in that process right now of weight. So on 4, it's back under $2. So I'm not touching it unless it gets back over $2. AMD's underneath the VWAP. Nvidia's just gone red on the day, as has the SPY. They're all kind of pulling back a little bit. So this is where we are at the moment. So Nvidia gone red on the day. Morning, Robert. How are you doing? aside from that, will I find a replacement when I take time off? Nah, it'll be a couple of weeks, and then I'll be setting up over there at Calvus. I mean, who's going to replace me? Alistair? He's got his own life. He's not kind of at the level. He's getting better, but he's not quite at the level yet. So no, I think I'll stick at it. I'll still be in the Discord. I'll still be, trading as well. But yeah, I'll be. I just won't be streaming as frequently for the first week or two that I'm over there till I've got everything settled and the internet and everything. So I need the fiber internet, and that usually takes a week or two to get installed. Actually, what I might do is just get my fiance to get the whole everything settled with the internet and everything else before I get over there. But she can do it all ahead of time for me. We'll see. Oh, new member. Okay, so who've we got? Right, let's get the like count. Don't forget you're joining. Let's make sure you smash the thumbs up button as you're enjoying the show. Oh, look, right now Nvidia's pretty much sideways, a little bit of chop, but it's not really doing much. Elevate, if it gets over 470, could move. So Elevation Oncology. I'm not seeing any news catalyst or company-specific news that's driving this move up, but it is up quite a bit. 52% is a big move. So, Elevation Oncology, if it breaks this descending resistance line, it might be of interest, but I would probably wait for 470. Just looking at it for a retest of the highs. We've got 50 minutes, just under 50 minutes to the open. Morning, Thomas. You're having a couple of issues. You're having issues logging into the course, MR. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Have you logged the ticket with Teachable? Yeah, I was looking at Ayala. Okay, I didn't see that. Right, okay, so it's why can't you? Just ping me an email and I'll see what the issue is. I'll see if I can help you. I'm not technical on that side of things. It's if there's an issue, there's a technical issue with your logging in, it'll be a teachable problem. I could potentially see if I can log a ticket at my end, but if you can, you should be able to. Just contact Teachable support, and they should be able to sort it out for you. No, I'm not seeing anything. Are you sure about that, Calvus? I've got nothing. Where are you seeing that? I've got nothing in Benzinga, at least. Partner news. No. Right, okay, so top financial group shares are to resume trading at 9 in 15 minutes. Right, okay, so yeah, I've not seen that because I'm getting my news from Benzinga, but I'll do a quick Google on that just to find out. Elevation Oncology news, Yahoo Finance. Let's have a quick at Yahoo Finance instead. No, I'm not seeing anything on Yahoo Finance either. Seven days ago, the last kind of press release or anything. No, I'm not seeing anything for Elevation Oncology. Sorry, buddy. You're seeing something I'm not seeing for sure. Question here is, do we get the breakout now? We're at that descending resistance on elevation. I'm not sure why it's moving. I'll be interested to see where top financial group resumes trading actually. So it finished, it was halted pre-market. It was $9.10 when it halted. So top financial, when it resumes, we'll see. 9.13 maybe, I don't know. Could be a gap down, could be a gap up, we don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Please help you analyze the Thai stock market. Without being at the risk of sounding rude, no. I've no interest in the Thai stock market. Sorry, Ken. The Thai stock market holds no interest to me. I can only imagine what kind of volume you're getting on the Thai stock market. It won't be much. So the US stock market is what I'm looking at. So it's the US, the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. I don't even do the full US stock market because I don't cover the pink sheets. I don't cover the OTC markets. So yeah. EFTR's got a good, a decent catalyst, by the way. So it's too inexpensive for me to trade. But it's got a decent catalyst there. Clinical trials, just saw that coming through. It's up currently 120% on the day and still moving. This might if this gets over $2 today, then yeah, I'll be interested, but it'd be very extended at that stage, so it would need to still have a lot of momentum. It's down at let's say 120, 118, 120 at the moment. Current high of day is 119, so it's about to break new highs. But this is Effector Therapeutics. It's got a decent catalyst as well. Not something I'll be trading, but I know some of you guys like to look at these cheaper stocks that have when they're volatile. What did I buy Elevation at? I'll tell you. I bought Elevation. I got into Elevation at 445. And I got out at 451. So Elevation, I've drawn the I can't understand. Look at these two charts. How similar are these two charts? I'll show you. Completely different stocks, completely different sectors, completely different geographies. So this is Elevation on the 1 minute, and you can see I've drawn this descending resistance. It's not broke that yet. But just let's have a look at Pinduoduo. A similar kind of pattern. Oh, excuse me. So go figure. I guess that's, man, you're saying that Nvidia's got a similar movement as well. So I guess that's where it's coming from. They're following the wider market influences. Let's have a quick look at the NASDAQ. Yeah, that's nothing moving right now that's for me worth trading. The FTR, if it was higher priced, I would be all over it like a cheap suit, but yeah, but it's got a good catalyst today as well, Calvus. So yeah, absolutely. If you're into stocks like that, why not fill your boots? I mean, it's so now it's still breaking highs. Quite thickly traded on the level 2, but a lot of these penny stocks are. People setting their orders and going, they're not really paying it much mind. I mean, yesterday's post-market high was 121, so it's already beat that by a penny. Last time it was up at these levels, and there is previously support at these levels, kind of 120, the $1/4 to 125-ish, was back in June last year. It had support at I mean, this was a $3 stock back in June last year, beginning of June last year, and it found support at this particular kind of level, 130-ish, 125, 130. Well, this is a key level. This within the next $10 cent range is a key level for EFTR. I wouldn't say it's of interest to me yet, but it's moving. Elevation is though. We're breaking out now. I missed my entry. Missed the breakout. we've got the pullback, so we might get continuation yet. Got kind of a nice W shape there on the 5 minute. There we go, new high of day. Okay, that was my trigger to add. I'm looking for 92. Just locking a little bit more. It's been doing all right for me, just being conservative pre-market, not building up those, going red on the day, the last few days. Yeah, we're watching it, Calvus. We're trading it, Calvus. But cheers. 85, I'm out. That's the low of that candle. So first candle breaks a new low, I'll be gone. No. You know me, I don't trade those $1 stocks, sub-dollar stocks. And we get over $5 here. There's no leverage on with my broker on this one, so I won't be trading it on the small account, even if we do get over $5, which is the magic market, $5. And my magic below 490, I think I'll just get out of this. Oh, we're testing 5. There's 5. Nice. Nice little breakthrough at 5. Can we hold? Good question, Tony. Break 5. Hold 5. Get over 510. I'll add back. Lock it in, pulling back too far. Yes, I would say that's the James. I would say 5,000 to start is probably the minimum balance you would want. But again, if you're talking about a $5,000 starting equity, don't be thinking it's going to make you rich. It's going to take time to learn. It's going to take time. You want to be having a realistic goal. So a 5,000 starting target, you want to be setting yourself with like a $50 gain per day. It's like 1%. So that should be your target. And then as you get more competent, you can then start increasing. So you might be risking $25 to make $50. You're starting with small size. It will help to keep your emotions in check, but it will also protect your equity and protect your balance as well. So just take it slow. Everybody that comes onto these channels and watches me doing this and thinks that, oh, trading's easy. It's not easy. It's a skill set. It's a profession like any other. If you want to be a doctor, you've got to go to school for 5 years. It's a high-paying profession. If you want to be a doctor, you've got to go to school for 5 years. If you want to be a lawyer, you've got to go to school for 5 years. If you want to be a bricklayer, where you don't really need to be that intelligent, you just need to, it's a physical job. A bricklayer, you've still got to be time served. You've still got to learn the skills on how to, do the job. So it is a profession like any other. There's a skill set to learn. So take it slowly, take it easy. When you start with small size. Don't be risking your entire account and blowing your account up in the first couple of weeks. I did that, and trust me, it's not a great feeling. But yeah, 5,000 is a decent enough starting position for a small trader. Now you've got to be careful as well, though, James. If you're starting with 5,000, depending on the broker that you choose, you may get locked with the pattern day trading rule. What is the pattern day trading rule? Pattern day trading rule is where the SEC, where you're limited as a result of the SEC based on your starting capital. If your starting capital is under $125,000 US, you get 3 trades a week. Is it 5 trades a week? I think I've got my mixed up. It might be 30,000 and 5 trades, or it's 25,000 and 3. Whatever. You get limited on the number of trades that you that you take each week. Whereas the broker that I recommend, actually, Capital Markets Elite, there's a link in the in my link tree there. If you go to my profile, there's a link tree. It says the TikTok Trader. And if you go into my profile, there's a link to the broker as well, and they're an offshore broker, but they do have a UK arm as well, and they don't enforce the pattern day trading rule. So the EFTR, did it flush? Did it? I'll take a look. Why not? I like to see what the market's doing. Oh, that was a nasty flush. Let's have a look at top. Top was due to resume at 9. So top financial not yet resumed. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You mentioned it there though, Calvus, didn't you? I thought you said they had a shelf offering from last year. Look, there's a reason. This is one of the reasons I don't like trading these garbage underpriced companies. Well, they're not underpriced. They're the garbage companies. They get one bit of good news and the stock moves up. In this case, like 100%. And they'll hit the market with an offering because they're not making money otherwise. They're not making any kind of money through the regular business dealings, which is why I call them garbage companies, because they're absolute rubbish. I wouldn't hold any of these stocks long term. I wouldn't invest in them long term at all. They're terrible companies. They're not making any money. They're losing money hand over fist. And the way that they make money is the way they get money in to cover the debts and pay the bills is they do this. They'll release a nice little bit of information, nice little catalyst to pump the stock up, and it reaches a certain level, and then they'll hit the market with an offering, and then the money they get from selling those additional shares and diluting the float comes back into the coffers, and they're able to pay the bills. Then the stock price actually tanks. So what do? They've got more shares than they did before. The float is totally diluted. The share price has gone back to below what it was previously. So what do? They have to be the rules are on the NASDAQ, for example, it being a tech stock, is that they have to be a minimum stock price of $1. So and you get across the course of a year. You get, I think it's 12 months or something for compliance purposes. But you've got a minimum stock price of $1. So in order to maintain compliance with the stock market rules, they'll do a reverse stock split, which then reduces the number of shares in the float, pushes the price up per share. It doesn't affect the actual overall market cap, but it increases the price per share, so that they're then compliant with the stock market rules. Then they'll release another little bit of news. That'll pump the price up, and they'll hit the market with another offering, and around we go. That's what these companies are notorious for doing. Spread betting account and using leverage, fine, but that's gambling. The reason good stuff, Bruno, you're learning. The reason if you're spread betting, first and foremost, you're not owning the asset. That's one downside. You're not impacting the market price. That's another thing. These are the downsides. I'll come to the good side of spread betting in a minute. Your spreads will be wider because that's where the companies, where your bookie or broker is making money. Same spread betting, CFD, same difference. And your entries are going to be governed. So because it's not direct market, you're going to get quite a bit of slippage on your entries. Elevate, I'm missing the breakout. But the good side is it's tax-free in the UK. So, yeah, but you can't even do that, JD and Coke. So let's go back to, I'll come back to this in a minute now that it's over $5. Let's go back to EFTR. So this is Effector Therapeutics. This is on short sale restriction. It's hard to borrow, so this pumps up. You're like, okay, well, it kind of comes out of nowhere. So how do I know that this is going to pump up? You don't. You're not watching these penny stocks for these moves to pump up. So you're not going to borrow shares on garbage stocks like this. You're not going to pay locate fees for garbage like this anyway. So you're not going to have the shares to sell because it's on short sale restriction and it's hard to borrow. So yeah. In theory, you're absolutely right, though, JD and Co. But these garbage companies, a lot of them are hard to borrow anyway because brokers don't carry shares of these crappy companies because most days nobody's trading them. The volume is absolutely terrible. So they don't carry shares, which means it's hard to borrow. And then, or if you can actually trade them at all, because some platforms only carry a subset of the order book. And other than that, yeah. Decent, nice in theory. Right. Nice little pullback there that I missed the breakout for as well. But there you go. Yeah, Mullins are terrible. Mullen Automotive are a terrible company. They don't make any money at all. Mullen, Exhala. The list is endless. Top Shipping is probably the most notorious one. Top Shipping, every couple of months, every 6 months or so, it'll hit the scanners. It'll move up to about $7 because it's going to reverse stock split or whatever it is. They'll release a nice bit of press, good news. It'll move up and then they'll hit the market with another offering because they're in debt. Terrible companies. AMC holders are holding bags, and I got ridiculed last summer when it had its little pop and its little day in the sun last summer. After all of it, and I'm like, no, they thought it was going back up to $30. I'm like, no, it's not. I got the old, Ape Nation coming after me because I was bearish on AMC. They're like, well, show me your short positions. I'm like, I'm a momentum trader. I don't hold garbage companies long or short. So get off my case. I did make money on AMC during the squeeze though. And GameStop. Right, we should get a nice little move back up now. You finally caught the live really wild ones. Well, I'm here every day, buddy. Morning by the dip. Yeah, mega crap beneath, absolutely. Short interest on Elevation Oncology? Not that I'm aware of. Like, what, 2% I think is the last count? A83? Don't start that one, Puno. Don't be starting to succumb into FOMO. If you got a profitable trade, move on to the next profitable trade. Don't look at what could have been. The worst thing, one of the worst things, not the worst thing you can do. One of the worst, the hodl is the worst thing you can do. One of the worst things you can do is you take profit on a good move. Like, for example, here, I got in here, took some profits, I added up at the top, added back up at the top. And as it pulled back, I got out just above break even for the remainder. So that's a profitable trade. I'm not going to get FOMO out of missing this little pop afterwards. It doesn't matter. I could have said, well, if I'd held that, I would have made another what, 40 cents. Well, so what? 30 cents. So what? I got out profitable. Likewise, at this moment, I know this is coming down. It starts pulling breaking lows. That's a good exit. I've exited for a profit. So don't be getting caught into FOMO, El Puno. You know yourself. No, this is not the small account. This is the main account. This is too expensive. There's no leverage on this. It's too expensive for the small account without leverage. There's not a lot of things moving. Oh, hit the notification bell, real wild ones. That's probably what it is. Hit the notification bell. $351 is the high of the day. 344 high of the 544. What am I thinking? 544 is the high of the day. 351 is the low of the day. Fair enough, Tesla. Fair enough, 83. It's not advice. Just remember, it's not financial advice. But these garbage companies, they're not going anywhere. Just hold. You're holding long term. Make sure you do your due diligence. Not just because some geezer on the internet says this is going to the moon, and you think you might be able to get a bargain. Just reputable companies that are making money, pay good dividends. That's what you should be putting your money in long term. I mean, I've got quite a diverse portfolio from Disney in terms of consumer in media and consumer discretional. I've got food like and Procter and Gamble. I'm holding Procter and Pepsi. I've got Nvidia, so that worked out well for me. I've got like 200 shares of Nvidia long term, so that's worked out well for me this week. But also, don't be afraid to put your money in an index fund. Index funds are actively managed, and in the long term, they will always turn good money. Well, the thing that 83 is the losses might be big, but now you can put that equity to good use and start making those losses back. Get away from the mindset that you need to make those losses back. Write those losses off as tuition fees. Yeah, it is quiet today, actually. I want to see this over the $0.5 though. We're about to test the, we're just testing the highs. I'd like to see this over the $0.5. Maybe get a new high on this this attempt. I'm now getting out at break even. High of day is still 544. There's new high of day. Marvel is having a good day. Good earnings yesterday, I believe. I didn't check it out. You know what? I'm just going to lock that in. It's probably going to break out now that I've just locked that in. So it's an extra base hit, and that's what you wanted, particularly pre-market. It's great to get these a big runner, but it's base hits is what you need. What's my opinion on agri-fintech companies? No, I don't look at particular sectors and have an opinion on a sector, because you've got garbage in every sector, and you've got good companies in pretty much every sector as well. So if you've got a particular company that you want me to cast my opinion over, by all means. But in terms of sectors, they all have the day in the sun. So last year, kind of first quarter last year, February, March, petrochem was huge. I made quite a bit of money on the petrochem, you know, particularly oil and gas. But petrochem last springtime, the end of the winter, come springtime, was huge. At the moment, tech stocks are propping the market up, particularly the AI sector. NVIDIA, AMD, the semiconductors as well. So NVIDIA, AMD, Marvel, somebody just mentioned. Let's make it a green day, absolutely. Good call, Cedric. No problem, Luke. You know, if you look at what I would suggest, if you like a particular sector and you don't know which companies to invest in that particular sector, but you think that sector's buoyant, look for the ETF that caters to that sector. Most sectors have a dedicated ETF, electronically traded fund. So what they do is they will take a number of shares in all of the key players in that sector, and as that sector moves, that ETF will move. So if you're not particularly sure about what the companies or which are the best companies to buy, just buy the ETF instead. For example, you might look at the fuel companies, the gas, for example, natural gas. So if it's natural gas, you don't know which companies to buy or which companies are good companies, and you buy the ETF, BOIL, B-O-I-L, and that's a natural gas ETF. So when gas is moving, then the BOIL ETF will move. Whilst you'll not get the volatility of the most volatile stocks, you'll also not get the poor performance of the crappiest stocks either. So you'll get a nice balance. What is exchange traded for an ETF? So it's just a collection of, it's a managed fund that has a collection of the shares that it's following within whatever sector or index or whatever. What the hell? Landus Biopharma. Let's have a look at this. No volume at all. What is this? 10-to-1 reverse stock split. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, it's a reverse stock split. Trying to maintain compliance. So, yeah, probably not worth even thinking about with that kind of volume. So that was my first entry, was here. I got out there when it started to look a bit sketch. And again, going back to what I was saying earlier, I missed that run up. I'm not getting, then you've got double top, of course, but then I'm not going to get FOMO because I miss a run up or I miss a breakout. Yeah, sometimes I do get FOMO, but it's important not to succumb to the emotion. And FOMO is a real thing. Yeah, I don't look at these OTC markets, Luke. There's a number of reasons. Top is not open for trading yet. It was due to go live at 9, but it's not gone live yet. So it'll probably go live at 10 o'clock. Either at the open or at 10 o'clock. We've got 8.5 minutes to the open. There's a reason why I don't trade. I don't look at the OTC markets, and it's the reason why I don't trade below $2. But Top Finance, I'm interested in to see where it resumes today after all the kerfuffle. I would be interested to understand what the what the output of that investigation was, what the findings were. We're up there breaking highs on elevation again. Elevation, it normally trades just under 900,000 shares per day, and already in the pre-market session, it's done over 10 million. So, but like Calva said, it does have an active shelf, so just be careful with it. Manage your risk, because if they hit the market with an offering, it's going to tank, and up at 550, it'll probably drop to at least, what, 350? We'll see, Tom. We'll see. But again, just take it easy. Take it easy, Tom. Don't be jumping in trying to ride the highs on a bad setup. They're getting in for new highs here. We had new highs on this candle here. So the high of day was 545. So 545, we've got a 2-3 cent spread on it. So as it gets 545, you're thinking of getting it 546. It goes up to 548 because you've got the $0.5 resistance. So really, when you've got a high of day of 545, you want to wait for it to break the $0.5 with good volume before you even think about an entry. Now, high of day 49. We've still not broke the $0.5. Here it is. There it goes. We've got the little pullback to the $0.5, and then why did I not enable to take a position then? Right, test the $0.5 of support. 10 cents is the range on this as well. So realistically, that's all you should be risking. No, I'm not trading just pre-market. I'll be trading after the bell as well. So we've got 5 minutes before the open. And do you know what? I'm just going to hold off and wait for the open now. I don't think, unless we get a clear breakout, which I'm not seeing right now. Clear breakout, I'll be interested. But go on, I'll take a position. I'm greedy like that. Getting a bit of volume coming in as well. I'm gonna test the $3/4 level before the open. Don't really want to be holding this into the open. I have a funny feeling it might gap and go, but it's a bit extended, so I think it might dip at the open. So just be careful. High of day 69, we like that number. Most guys love that number. Nvidia getting red in the day. The problem with trading pre-market is stop losses and market orders don't work. Hey Phil. Yeah, that's not bad advice actually. If you're a beginner trader, trading pre-market can be very, very risky. It can be quite volatile. With low liquidity, it can be volatile on lower volume. So when you get you're more prone to fake outs pre-market than you would in the regular session. Current high of day still 69. No, stay with your demo until you're consistently racking in the profits in the demo, Tom. Some people say that there's no substitute for real life experience and trading with a live account. Yeah, there is. Not losing money, that's a good substitute. So stick with the demo until you're consistently profitable in the demo. And then you can actually get into a live account and start small. Do not jump in with $5,000 account and be going in trading 5,000 shares at a time. Full leverage. Fast way to blow up your account. Start small. Like I say, as a new trader, a 1% gain on a daily basis is phenomenal achievement. So that's the kind of goals you should be setting yourself. So we just made a new high there, 570. Like to see 575, but getting a little bit of stall up here. I'm going to change the scanners over whilst we're consolidating up at the top here. The regular session. We've got 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds to go. I'm gonna lock in $200 there. Just half the position. Just because we're coming up to the open. What's this? 12 cents. I'm gonna put a 10-cent trailing stop in place as the bell rings. Well, extra few quid there, not bad. All right, I'll watch for a turnaround because it's so extended. A kind of a dip before a rip is not out of the question. The actual gap and go, it looked too extended for that. Further when they pull back towards the VWAP into the open, but let's see what happens. We've got I'm watching Nvidia. I'm watching the market. The SPY is up on the day. We've got Nvidia down on the day. We've got Pinduoduo pulling back. Elevations now pulling back. So ONFO had a decent catalyst this morning. It's now back over $2. I traded it for 350 bucks. This is moving up. It's got nice inverse head and shoulders on the 5-minute. Ooh, Pinduoduo's vomiting at the open. I'm just going to sit out a couple of minutes. I'm going to wait for something to start itself off. Hit the scanners. I mean, this is the one that's hitting the scanners now. It went up and it moved up to 248. After this morning, first thing. Look, that's currently the high of day, pre-market high. It's at the high of day, but pre-market high is just under 250. So what happened to the bell? What do you mean what happened to the bell? Did you not hear it go off? Everybody else heard it. What were you doing, Jack? What were you doing? You misbehaving. Nvidia now going green, so as long as Nvidia's green, the markets will move up. Oh, first volatility halt of the day. Let's have a look. Yeah, no action to be had there at all. Yeah, not really much there either. Configure these scanners properly. I'll put some volume filters in there now. That's fine. I want to get rid of all the noise, the pre-market noise. Anything with a bit of decent volume, I can concentrate on that. So now we're just waiting for some big had earnings, I believe. big lots. But earnings this morning didn't go very well for it, so it's trying to make a bounce back. Yeah, probably not worth trading though. Right now, nothing jumping out at me in terms of really good setups. We've made more money than we did yesterday. That's all I'm saying. We made 500 bucks yesterday before I just went off and did my own thing. Palantir moving. Let's have a look at Palantir. Yeah. Don't like that doji. Yeah, I'm not feeling that at all. It's not really got the momentum that I would look for. It's not in a big range. It doesn't seem to have the volatility that I would look for a good move. It's better just to wait for the good setups. Don't just take any setup because you think something's moving. You have to take a setup. You don't have to take a setup. You're better having a no trade than a red trade. Just let me caveat that right now. AI moving up nicely. So a lot of these AI stocks are moving on the back of the strength of NVIDIA, AMD, AI, SoundHound, Big Bear, all of these. Yeah, this is looking nice as it happens. What's the halt level? 32.26. We're way off. That's fine. Spreads between 5 and 10 cents. Range 25 cents. That's okay. Everything's golden. Just looking for a setup. On for breaking out. It's breaking new highs there. 240. ONFO. Decent catalyst as well. They've ONFO. Catalyst for ONFO was that they announced the completion of the development of generative AI search tool. So AI is the big ticket at the moment. So we're approaching the pre-market high, which is 248, I think. Yeah, I can't trade that. Suncar Technology. Nah. Not enough volume. Yeah, volume's inconsistent. Yeah, this ain't great either. Bingo Group had a good. Had a good week and a bit actually. It's had a good good month, right? But pulling back now on the daily, So this on the daily is looking a bit weak. So if you look at it on the daily, nice move up, severe pullback. So it's not looking that strong right now. All right, guys, questions for me whilst I'm waiting on a nice move. And duo trying to get test the highs of the day. All right, okay. Pinduoduo I had the reason I've got Pinduoduo on the watch list is because it had earnings this morning, and it had a good market reaction to the earnings. So it's moved up like $8 on the earnings this morning. So $9 actually. Oh, I was right. I was right the first time. $8, and pull back at the open after consolidating up here at kind of 68.40s. Pull back at the open. So if we can break this level here up at $0.75, I would say 68.75. Pinduoduo could be interesting. It's a much higher price stock. It's what's known as a mid-cap stock, but mid and high cap stocks are where it's at the moment. That's where the noise is since Nvidia had dropped their earnings of the day. We've got a couple of we do have a couple of IPOs that are scheduled to launch today. Not been priced yet, but I'm keeping my eye out for those. Top Financials due to resume trading today, hasn't yet, so I'm keeping my eye out on that one. The market's all up again. Look at this, lovely, lovely, lovely. Especially the triple Qs, love that, love that. My entire portfolio is up today, with the exception of yes, the financial stocks. I don't have any finance stocks in my portfolio now. Oracle. So Oracle, it's up there with the rest. I mean, this is one of the tech stocks that will follow suit with the tech pump. So, not seeing anything jumping out at me just yet, guys. So I'm just biding my time. Let's have a look at the small account dashboard here. That ready. Hang on a minute. GigaCloud moving up. I've got leverage on this. I think I do. No, I don't. Dang. Never mind. No leverage on GCT. Oracle breaking highs now. Yeah, GigaCloud needs to get over that $0.75 level. It had a good day on, when was it, Monday? Tuesday? Pre-market, and then sold off hard. This went up to $11, I think it was on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday morning. I think Wednesday morning it went up. The S&P 500 breaking highs. Up at 417s. I mean, come on, we're actually looking at breaking out of that range again. So the current annual high or year-to-date high is 420.72. So there's potential in terms of the Qs. Yeah, the NASDAQ's not. It's not been higher in a long time. Last time it was this level was last year, early last year, on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ propping up the entire market. Tech stocks propping up the entire market. Get that like count up. Do you mean likes are low, Jack? Guys, come on, you're doing me dirty. We need to feed the dog. So get the like count up. Let's tap the screen a whole dozen times. Let's get that like count up. Really need it. Looks like Onfolio's trying to break out. Bit of a double bottom pattern here. A W shape in an uptrend above the VWAP. That's usually quite bullish. So let's see if it fulfills. Guys, if you haven't done already, hit the thumbs up button. The more you hit the thumbs up button, the more likes I get on YouTube and TikTok and Rumble and the rest. The more likes I get, share vision, then the more likelihood is I'm going to stay longer and trade longer. Okay, guys, I will trade you off. The more likes I get, the longer I stay. Simple. It's basically you guys, Micron Technology breaking highs. It's you guys telling me that you're enjoying the stream. If you're not enjoying the stream, there's no point me sticking around. What's the spread? Some micros, only a couple of cents. 23-cent range. Moving with the market. Market pulling back a little bit. So semiconductors on fire at the moment. Cheers, Invest Addict. Just going to take a small position here. See if we can get over 72. Quite extended. I'm at 82. I'm risking 30 cents on this, I think. Let's put the stop in whilst I'm here, shall I? That's the wrong bloody button. What the hell am I doing? Nvidia moving up, so we might see a bit of momentum building in the markets. Amazon breaking highs. A lot of these big stocks breaking highs now. So Amazon, Nvidia green on the day. I love seeing that. That's wonderful. Stay green, Nvidia. Don't leave me alone with those stupid upwicks. Come on, sort it out. Sort your life out. Okay. One's short and one's long, 83. So the red one is shorting it because it's easy to borrow on is Micron. It's a liquid stock. But I've got a hotkey that will cover my position and then replace. It's basically cover half my position and then replace it. And I pressed it by accident, so I accidentally went short and covered the position and got back in with the new position. So that's why I've got a short position and a long position there. I'm just gonna put that there. So if it breaks new lows, I get out. I'm not risking much on this at the moment. If it breaks two, I want to be able to scale in. So I'm looking at if it breaks 72, I can scale in. Chuyo, top momentum stock right now. There's 72. What's my 7183? So I'm gonna put it at break even. 7185 at my stop. Pulls all the way back for a break even trade. That's fine. If it moves up, I can scale back in. Scale in again. Height stop. When it's 20 cents. I've got 30 cents. Should be 20 cents. It is 20 cents now. High of day 72.07. Change. can make this a break-even trade. No, it's a profitable trade. It's a free trade now. And at least 10 cents on it. 150 bucks. It's on DAS. The trailing stop's on DAS. So I've got right now 150 bucks kind of locked in, given that I'm 12 cents, my stop's 12 cents above my entry. Spreads are 2 cents, so giving that 2 cent slippage with the spreads. It's liquid stock, so I should get filled straight away if it hits my stop. Yeah, go on. Whilst we're in that, actually, I'm just going to swap this out for a 20 cent trailing stop as soon as we get to that level. As soon as we break new highs. I'll wait. There's the crotch cam. I don't know where she is, but I'll just rattle the bag and she'll come running. Yeah. You better wait. What's this? I've got nothing. You've got a flute. Rooming bag. You can have this little one, okay? And you can have a big one in a minute when you stand up for it, okay? You've got to stand up for it though. Come on, stand up. Go chill. Where you go? No, I'll go short. Bit of a flush there. I would have liked to have gone short at the break of $0.75. This might not work out, but we'll see. I'm not really a short bias trader. I don't go short very often. Couldn't really have gone short there anyway. It was short for the break of the $0.50, so I should have gone short for the break of the $0.75. You got support there at the psychological support there at the $0.50. Okay, this is where I got in. I'll get out now. While it's above the VWAP, going short's always dodgy. You're just trying to take advantage of a pullback, but it doesn't always work in your favor. So there's nothing really jumping out at me in terms of great setups. If anyone's seeing something I'm not, let me know. You've had it now. Go and sunbathe. Yeah, I looked at that as well, but just breaking the pre-market high there. Giga Cloud breaking over. It's over $7 now. Can it hold? New highs, and we'll take a position. Okay, we'll give it a chance. We'll give it a try. Should have waited for it to for the pullback and retest of 7 as support, but I'm impatient. Volume's not great, you're absolutely right. But it is moving. $0.03 the spread, 7 cents the spreads. Bit of volatility in it. These spreads are a bit rangy now as well. I'm looking for probably 230 on the ask. There we go. I'll take some off that. 20-cent trailing stop in place. I'll wait for it to break the $0.50 before I scale in. Nice little 400 quid scalp, that one. Oh, it's definitely a bull market this week, a bullish market. It's quite there's been quite some good moves this week. Yesterday, I just wasn't feeling it, but the moves have been good enough. I've got 10 cents on this at the moment from my stop, from my entry to my stop. I want to see this over the $0.50. Okay, so a little bit extra there. GCT 475. Base hit. That takes me over 2K for the day. Nice, clean, sound base hits. That covers the short loss on Micron. What are you eating? Error. Bloody tissue. Dog's eating tissue. Do I not feed you? Shh. Not for eating, that's for wiping your face or something. Here, let me wipe your face. Ice snots. What am I going to do with you? You're not normally that mischievous. Well, that's what I'm doing. At the moment, the markets are very choppy, so, or they have been. So rather than going in trying to swing for the fences, it's best just to take the base hits. They rack up. Look, I've taken base hits today and 4 stocks. I'm 2 grand up on already. 2 grand's a good day's work by anyone's stretch of the imagination. You know, if you can do 2 grand a day, that's you know, really good money. That's $500,000 a year. Now she's annoyed because I took her tissue off her. Oh, it's a bit of a dodgy flush down with GCT. Yeah, you might get a bounce on the whole dollar or the VWAP there. Yeah, just not a lot of clean moves, guys. We'll just sit and wait for the clean move to come to us. Ultimately, the more patient you are, the better chance you have of being profitable. No, there's no getting away from that. When you get the clean moves and they come, right. Let's have a look. Man and Croc PLC. It's had a really good move last week, last Friday. This went up to like $6 and change last Friday, like $6.50 or whatever it was. So will it do the same again? Who knows? We started the day with 245k of equity on the main account, with 910, same as yesterday because we didn't trade on the small account yesterday, 910 on the small account. On the month, I think we're less than $1 shy of 200k for the month. So I think we've covered that today, and then some, plus change. I should be in a trade when this music's on because it's kind of dramatic, isn't it? Tell you what, guys, if the hang on a minute, C3AI is breaking out. Okay, so C3AI broke the session highs, injected up there at $30. The retest, we might be on for something. Not great in terms of the range, 22 cents for what it is, given that the spreads are not too bad actually. Here we go, $30. That was not a good fill, but hey, look, it is what it is. Okay. 29, new high of day. It's the break of 30. $30.30, and we get it. There it goes. Take half off. Stop there, break even. Uber conservative right now, guys. So I've got my first target to take some profit, put my stop at break even. If it moves up, I can then swap the stop for a trailer when it gets to 340, and then I can start look at scaling it. Because this is a 23-cent average true range, so I really need a stop at around 20-cent trail. So over 30, 40, I'll swap it out for a trailing stop, and then I'll just scale in and out. There we go. Free trades. Now I can worry about scaling in and out as needed. Put the $half. Expecting a little bit of resistance at the $half, but no. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's what I was expecting at the $half. A little bit of a pullback. A bit of resistance. I'll take that all day. What I'm now looking for is we get over 350. I can add to this position. It'll move my average up to kind of 235, 30.35, and the trailing stop will already be there. Looking for a breakout now. A little bit of consolidation. Bit of a flat top forming there at the $half. There you go. There's the 30.60. Add to the position. $39 is my average cost. So I'm risking 6 cents on this now. Okay, so now we'll back up the free trade again. Well, less the cost of the trade, but stop is at my trailing stop now is at my average cost. So any continuation from here, and it's all gravy. There we go. This is what's known as relaxed trading. Morning, Art Market, how you doing? Is there anything else that's... There's no parabolic movers at the moment. I've not seen any. I think I saw 2 volatility halts today, so we've not seen anything go really parabolic. This is the closest we've got is AI right now. Currently up 8%, so I would hardly call that a parabolic move, personally. But a $30 stock moving 8% is not bad. Okay, it looks like we're pulling all the way back here. Yeah, there's nothing, like I say, nothing going parabolic, but there's a couple of good moves. Like Zila just hit the scanners. Not on great volume yet. I've got at least 500 bucks on this one, even with the spreads. So some people will be saying, well, you know, you've got $1,500 unrealized. Why don't you take your profit? And you've got a trailing stop of 20 cents, so you're gonna lose $1,000. It's not about that. You've got to give the trade breathing room as well, so that if it does make a continuation with an average true range of 17.5 cents on the 1 minute, I'm giving it that breathing room so that it can have its pullbacks and then continuation, and I get more of the actual move. That's the theory behind it. Sometimes, and then it comes back and it'll stop you out when the market tells you you've had enough of this particular ticker, that is. But if we break new highs, I get the benefit of it. AMD breaking highs up there at 123s, nearly testing 123.80s. Bit of consolidation here. I think we're going to get over 170 here. There's new high of day, 171. Do I always put a trailing? No, it depends on the price action and how I'm feeling with it. But yeah, if you've got the 1 minute average true range, that's a good measure of the volatility of the stock. So if you're looking for a good guide on your stop loss, then the ATR on the chart that you're trading, whether you're trading the 5 minute, the 1 minute, the 2, doesn't matter, whatever chart or time frame you're trading, look at the ATR on that time frame, and that's usually not a bad guide. Kind of as a rule of thumb, a generic guide for a placement of a stop loss. Now I've got my stop losses, my trailing stops, I've got my hotkeys set so I can set 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent, 50 cent. And then anything above that, I have to hit the montage with it. So I went for the 20 cent stop because it's above the ATR. And it's worked out. We've got that breakout now. Now we're 2.5, just over 2,000 unrealized right now. So I'm at least 1,000 realized. Been a yawn fest? Well, you know, trading should be boring. If you're doing it right, it should be boring. Like this right now. There's not a lot of action, but I'm just watching the dollars add up. What's the ATR? It's a technical indicator. It's the average true range. What it does is it takes the range of the last number of candles that you set it to, depending on your configuration. I've got it set to the last 14 candles. So it takes the range of each candle, so the difference between the high and the low of each candle, and it takes the average over that period of time. So I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame, and I'm taking the last 14 candles, last 14 closed candles, and that's what my average true range is, the average size between the high and the low of those candles. So it's a measure of volatility, and you find it in the indicators. It's a technical indicator. I've got it down here. That's where it is. I've got it down here in my volume histogram, because all I'm interested in is the numerical value. This line here is actually showing it, but I've got it down here in the numerical value is what's important to me. It's currently 18 cents is the average true range right now on the 1 minute chart. On the 5 minute chart, it's 39 cents. So if I was looking at trading the 5 minute chart, I might be setting a stop at a trailing stop at 40, and looking at it that way. But look, I'm at least what 1,500 up or something on this trade already. So that'll take me to 4,000 ish. But yeah, the average true range. And if you're trading and you've got your adrenaline's pumping and your heartbeat's racing, you're trading too big, guys. Either too big for your comfort zone or too big for your account. And more than likely, you're trading too big for both. Trading should be boring. You should be racking up the base hits like I've been doing today. Rack up the base hits when you get a mover like this one. I got in there for what, 30.20, I think it was 30.18. Was when I got in. I've added to the position since then, so my average cost now is 39. I've already taken some profits. 225 was my first profit take. Over 31, I might look to add again, but we'll see. It's looking a bit weak now because dojis are usually a sign of sentiment. So you've got a little doji there, up and down wick. Find a bit of resistance up at 31. There we go. Looks like, there we go. Stopped out. So AI, $2,000. Happy days. Nice strong base hit. That puts us. Why do I add every 50 cents? It's not so much that I'm adding every 50 cents. I'm looking for milestone levels that you're going to see resistance. And once it breaks that resistance level, so psychological levels, half, quarter, half, and whole dollars are usually key resistance levels or support levels. So as you can see, having that trailing stop in place, there's a rule of thumb. It's like on a move up, first red candle to break a new low, you get out. And this was the first red candle to break a new low. And look at that. It's got me out with that 20 cent using the ATR as my guide. It's got me out there pretty much on point as it broke a new low red candle. So now it's pulling back and I'm out of the trade having had a $2,000 profit trade. But the whole dollar there, if it got, I wouldn't add before the whole dollar because that's a resistance level. I'm adding, that means I'm bringing the cost of my average cost up, which means that if it then starts to pull back and I get stopped out, it means I've lost more money or lost more of the profits that I've made. So I wait for the breakout of those key levels. You look at, and a good thing to do is look at historical levels, historical support and resistance. And if you look at this on the daily, for example, you can see that the high yesterday was 30.70. We did have some key. I'll just put put a horizontal line here so you can see here. So at $31 ish. And you can see that we've had resistance at $31 in the past. Not too long ago, actually, just as recent as February. So it is a resistance level. Now, next resistance level would be the top of this $32 on the daily. And then we'll be looking at 34 and 35. So that's 4K locked in. Anything else moving? Move that up to the higher day so that there. Oh, we're getting a few day high series knocking through. Some volatility coming through now, guys. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's coming back. It's pretty much break even on yesterday. I mean, it's up 8% on the day. 8% on a $1.50 stock, not a lot. GCT none, and it's below the VWAP now. So I would say it's not something that I would be interested in trading to the long side right now. I can't trade it short because it's short sale restriction as well. So it's below the VWAP. I traded it up here. We've got some profit off it up here, but it's not moving. The volume's not great either. So if it gets back above $7 and the volume comes in, maybe. But up until that, no, not really interested. Do I trade call put? So calls and puts are options. Okay, so I'm not trading options. I'm trading equities. Barry. So if you're trading options, the calls are going long, but you're buying long contracts. So you're basically looking for the price to move up. And if you buy put contracts, you're basically looking for the price to move down, and you're looking for the price to sell off. So that's options or options contracts, slightly different than trading equities, which is I'm actually trading the underlying asset that the options are based on. If you're saying, am I looking at the spread? Is it spread betting like CFDs or actual spread betting? No, I'm actually trading the individual stocks themselves. So I'm buying and selling stocks intraday. No, I will trade if it's below the VWAP. I trade the price action. So VWAP's a good indicator, but don't use any indicator exclusively and say that it has to adhere to rules based on that indicator, because you're going to miss out on trades. What I would say is the power of the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, which is the blue line, currently with GCT, it's horizontal, okay? So that tells you it's moving sideways. It's not trending in either direction. The VWAP horizontal, price action moving sideways. It's a good intraday trend indicator. The inclination of the VWAP, but also where the price action is taking place, is a good indicator of the sentiment of the trading on that particular stock. So if the VWAP, if the price action is above the VWAP, so if we look at, let's look at Pinduoduo, okay? Even though the VWAP is kind of horizontal, the price action is above the VWAP. So it's upwards trending. As long as the price action is taking place above the VWAP, it's upwards trending. Okay? If it's taking place below the VWAP, which elevation oncology, for example, the VWAP's almost horizontal, but the price action is below the VWAP, so it's downwards trending. What you want to be doing is, if you're taking a long position, you want to be trading long. You want to be looking for stocks that have got momentum, upwards trending. The trend is always your friend. That's what they say. So it's upwards trending. So you're looking for stocks that typically would be above the VWAP. The exception to that rule would be if you're getting stocks that are extended to the downside and are looking, they've got reversal indicators. So the exit indicators that you're looking for on the top side. The inverse of those. So for example, I'm talking about the devil horns, the two upwicks in succession. So an upwick, another candle, or a couple of candles, then another big upwick. If you get that to the downside, so downwick, a couple of candles, consolidation, another downwick, that's usually a sign of a reversal, or a sign of a turnaround when it's down. So you might want to start looking for a position to go long at that stage, even though it's below the VWAP, because it's about to change sentiment. So you look at multiple different things all the time. The VWAPs are great. It's a very powerful indicator in terms of what the intraday sentiment is or has been. They're all kind of lagging indicators. So they're not a true reflection of what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen, but they're a good indicator of sentiment. If the account is small, so let's switch over to the small account. I've not traded the small account yet today. The small account, it depends. If I've got leverage, it's the number of shares I can take and the price move per share that's relevant. So if I can take 1,000 shares of something and it's going to move 10 cents, I'm going to make $100. If I can take 500 shares, it's going to move 20 cents. I'm still going to make $100. So the price, something could be twice the price of another thing, but I'm going to get twice the move. Then I'll trade that. So how much would your fees be on a $75,000 trade? It depends. Okay, so depending on your broker and how they charge you commissions and fees. So ECN fees are a small percentage of they're a percentage of a penny per share. So the more shares you take, the bigger they are. But if you take it a $75,000 position, the likelihood is that you're going to be covering those costs and then some. Your commissions, your broker may charge you per share, a fraction of a penny per share, or they may charge you a fee per ticket or per fill or whatever it is. So it depends on your broker as to how much it will cost. And normally all of it, John. At the end of each month, I'll look at how much profit I've made, and I will try and start with. What I'll do is I'll round it up to a nice round number, and I'll withdraw that, and then whatever's left is in there. But last year I was maintaining an account balance of $30,000 or above. So whatever the nearest kind of $5,000 position was in profits, I would take out at the end of each month, and then I'd be left with, give or take, a little bit, kind of $30,000. This month I've been looking at 75. I've been trying to maintain a 75k position. Or this month, this year I've been maintaining a 75k position. And at the end of the month, I withdraw the profits. Right now, my profits before today was just shy of 200k gross. Net was substantially less. I think it was about 160-ish, just over 160k. Yeah, but SOXL is an ETF. I don't trade derivatives. I'm not saying you can't. So the thing is with derivatives is they're going to move up, and this is 12% up on the day, but they're moving up, and it's this is the semiconductor derivative. Okay, so this is going back to what I was saying about if you've got a sector that you're particularly bullish on, and you don't know which stocks, or you can't afford particular stocks in there, look at the ETF. It's usually, the ETFs can be more affordable than some of the stocks that are making up that ETF, but also they're going to take a kind of a rounded view of that. Now, this is the Direction Daily ETF for the semiconductor space. So this is moving up on the back of AMD and Micron and Nvidia and all of these that are moving up today. Nvidia's kind of level, but all the rest are moving up. So that's why this one's moving up today. It's a derivative. Whereas if I look at AMD, for example, so this 12.5%, AMD 3.5%, but it's a lot more expensive. Micron Micron's 4%, but it's a lot more expensive, and you know the range is a lot bigger. No, net for May, Jack, for May. My net figure for the year is just over 800, so I'm having a good year. Yeah, so AI moving again. Just broke that $31 level. I really want to find something to trade on the small account though. I'll come back to AI in a minute. Like that. Start. Elevation Bio is curling round, retesting $5. So Elevation, I can't trade this on a small account. I don't have, it's not big enough. There's no leverage. Upstart's having a move up right now. I can't trade that. That's just there's not enough volume on that one. I think I'll go back to the main account for now until we get a stock that's moving, that can be traded. Pinduoduo breaking lovely highs. Look at this. $0.30 range on Pinduoduo. $3, $4, $5 on the spread. It's above the VWAP. It's it is now. I mean, I've traded it already. It is not for the small account, but I want this to get back up here at the kind of 525, the $0.25 level. You just kind of zoom out a little bit here. We've got the key level here, $0.25 level. But we broke above the VWAP. Pull back to the VWAP, get a VWAP bounce maybe, and retest this swing high. But for me, 525 is the key level for me to be interested. Danny, I use Benzinga. So the problem with trying to use AI or predictive analytics, I know some people are testing it in terms of some of the banks and hedge funds and things, and the high frequency trading machines and what have you. You're not going to get any kind of AI bot that like ChatGPT or anything like that, just for you and me as a retailer that's going to predict stocks that are going to break out. It's just not going to work, okay? So these algorithmic machines, algorithmic bots that people try and sell you access to, they're scams. They will take your money. Don't pay out your money. The best thing I can say to you is learn how to trade, learn how to spot the triggers and the windows, learn how to, spot the reversal signs, the exit indicators, all of that, and you'll go a lot further and a lot more profitable than you will by buying somebody's automated trading bot. Trust me. I'm getting hungry. I'm thinking today's a takeaway day. It's Friday. Takeaway and a bottle of wine. Why not? It's while there's quite a lot moving, there's not a lot of great setups. That's all I'm saying. Okay. And trading, it's about being patient. Patience, if you work on your patience, if you've got ADD, trust me, I know if you've got ADD, it's difficult because you feel like you should be doing something. You get distracted by, excuse me, you get distracted by the next stock that starts to move. You feel like you should be trading all the time. You need to calm your tits down. You need to be patient and wait for the right stock. At some stage today, there's something that's going to move over the course of about 15 minutes, probably going to move 20-30%. At some stage today, mark my words, it happens every day. You've just got to be patient enough to wait for it. That's if you're not at goal right now. On a day like this, locking in the green is important. So right now, I'm like 4K up. I'm not at goal yet. My daily goal is $6,000, but I'm way ahead on the month. I'm green on the week, so I'm not too worried about hitting goal for today. I've got 2 more trading days next week for the month. I'm way over goal already. Remember, guys, next Monday, it's Memorial Day, so there's no trading on Monday. There is, I'll be dropping a few videos over the weekend, but there's no trading on Monday. It is a federal holiday, so the markets are closed. So the next trading day after today will be next Tuesday, and it will be the penultimate trading day of the month. So just putting that out there. If you're wondering where I am on Monday, that's why I won't be live streaming my trading, because there isn't any. Okay, I can jump on a live stream if you want me to and just chew the fat and put the world to rights, but you know, I think I do that most days anyway, don't I? Nvidia breaking highs, AMD breaking highs, T3AI breaking highs, getting a bit extended now up there, so you really need to wait for the entry. Good entry here would have been the $0.25 break of the $0.25. Now we're probably looking at 75, high of day 72. So yeah, 75 is really your indicator for the next break over the $0.75. Yeah, Pinduoduo had good earnings today. I don't know about lower volume. I mean, it's lower relative volume, Pinduoduo, but actually it's not. It's actually higher relative volume. I mean, it normally does 9.5 million. It's done 14 million already today. So it's a higher relative volume, Pinduoduo 1983. Oh, Robert. I don't trade the LSE. The volume's just not there on the LSE. The volume is really on the NYSE and the NASDAQ. The LSE, you've got some volatile moves, you've got volatility, but you've not got the volume, and that's the problem. You can trade it from a swing trading perspective. Trading the other markets is okay. From a day trading perspective, I don't recommend it. Now I missed my entry. $65. So I've got stop at 64 there because the previous candle was 65 with the low. So first candle breaks the new low, I'll get out. I'm effectively giving it almost 20 cents. We're giving it what, 17 cents. What's the average true range? 17.5 cents. Go figure. I'm giving it a 180 as my stop, as my risk. Why don't I trade Tesla? The cost. Quite frankly, I do trade Tesla from time to time. I've traded it. The volatility, the lack of volatility on some. I mean, Nvidia's kind of blown that out of the water. But on a normal given day, when they've not got earnings, the volatility on the higher cap stock tends to be a lot less. And because they're much higher, so you can't take as big a share size. So the volatility is less, and you can't take as big a share size. Yeah, the range is a lot bigger, but so and with the volatility being a lot less, you're not going to make as much without having a bigger account. So on a small account, trading Tesla, trading Nvidia, it's just not feasible. Now I do have a larger account, so I will trade those stocks when they've got volatility, usually around earnings. But my strategy is trading high momentum stocks, low flow, low cap, that have got a nice bit of good news, and they're having a moment in the sun. I mean, Tesla having a good day today. It's 3.5% up. Okay. Whereas I was just trading, let's look at Elevation, which is pulling back now, but Elevation is 68% up. See the difference? AI is much higher price than Elevation, but AI is 10% up as opposed to 3.5%. See the difference? It's the difference in the volatility. Nvidia is just not showing signs of stopping, and I'm loving it. Current high of day on Alarium Tech is 346. So we're just about tapping that on the last candle. We're at 345. There we go. New high of day. And this one's up 62% right now on the day. I'm loving that. Nvidia is absolutely smashing it. T-triple, so a couple of the stocks that I'm in holding in the long term. So the T-triple-Qs, this is up like, this is up 6%. We've got Nvidia is up like 1.8%, but it's up huge amounts. It's like $6 a share. I've got 200 shares of that in my long-term position. Gotta love it. You've got to love it. Days like this, you've got to love them. Amazon, $119 a share. $4 move. Gotta love it. What do I think about Neo? Promised, flattered to deceive. Huge flow. They've got some nice cars, but they're not making much money. They've got some nice cars. If they get out of China and start exporting around the world or something, then maybe they've got a future. But until that happens, I mean, catering to the Chinese market is okay. I mean, there's a lot of people in the Chinese market, but really? It's innovative enough. I just think, I mean, from a stock price point of view, if Tesla's having a good day, Neo tends to have a good day. It's a lot cheaper. But as a company, long term, I can't see they'll have much of a future. A lot of these EV companies are just going to fall by the wayside when the main auto manufacturers get their act together. They've stolen the march in terms of innovation, but the big players, your Fords, your General Motors, your Volkswagens, all of these players, they're either just going to buy the technology off the small player, or they'll buy the small player, or they'll come up with their own technology for cheaper. Yeah, they're playing catch up right now, but money wins in the end. Giga Cloud moving back up, is it? Adobe's having a good day as well. Yeah, it's below the VWAP, but not really interested below the VWAP with that. I suppose there's an argument for on Elevate on the higher time frame. There's an argument for inverse head and shoulders, I guess. Where would you put the neckline? Probably not there. Probably do a trend. So that's probably your neckline. If that's an inverse head and shoulders, that's probably your neckline. So 510, possible breakout. Yeah, not convinced, but just commenting on the pattern that I'm seeing. And if that does break out, you probably get a 50-cent move to the upside. So 510, you probably get 560 on it at least, maybe even 580. I'll say 560. If it breaks out and genuinely does, 525 is probably the area that you would really be sure that it's breaking out. But the neckline there, 510 for an early start. I don't know. Just speculating. I think. How do I adjust my scanner pre-market versus opening bell? Isn't it the same? No, it's not. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you, Willy Wonka. It is potential Neath. It's cup and handles. The argument for cup and handle, but I would say head and shoulders, cup and handle, similar kind of. You're looking for a similar kind of move. You're looking for the breakout to the upside with either of them. But yeah, I can see your cup and handle conversation there. But I would say. Either which way, 510 for a breakout move, maybe increase volume. But yeah, let's. I'll show you my Benzinga scanners. Why not? And I'll show you exactly how I set them up. Okay, so that's one. That's the TikTok crowd moved across, and this is my Benzinga scanners. Okay. So you can see, now you're seeing what I see. across the course of the day on YouTube and the rest, what you're normally seeing is just these two scanners like that. Okay, so you're seeing a little bit of that and a little bit of that, but what I'm seeing is a lot more. Of course, it's a lot more. So I'm seeing on my gap scanner, I'm seeing the average volume, so I can quickly calculate in my head what the relative volume is. The volume versus the average volume is the relative volume, the company name, the percentage change, the current price, the ticker. I've seen all of that. Okay, you asked, the question that you asked was what's different between the pre-market session and the regular session. There you go. One's pre-market, one's regular. That's it. It's pretty much the same thing. The setup's slightly different. However, after the bell rings, I do change the scanners and put filters in on the volume, so I have a greater volume to cut out the noise. You get more volume after the open, so I cut out the noisy stuff after the open, and I increase the volume filters. Right now I've got, really I want to be seeing a million shares or more on the day, and I really want to be seeing about at least 10 to 15,000 shares per minute. So this is like based on the last 15 minutes. So 150, that's 10,000 shares will give you a minimum of 150,000 shares on average. So that's what I'm really looking for in terms of the breakout. So this is my Benzinga. This is what I've got. I've got my real-time scanner here. I've got my signals and alerts here. And I've got my rolling news here. So this is what I see every single day on my Benzinga. Where's my cursor? This is my what I'm seeing every single day on Benzinga. So now you get to understand what I'm seeing as well. So someone asking me where I'm actually at on the month. So this is May. I think I've got it filtered out to May. So yeah, the 5th. So this is May. As of yesterday, I did 500 bucks, just under 500 bucks yesterday. I've had 4 red days today. Locking in another green one already. But if I look at the detailed, you can see here straight away that May, I've got another 4,000 to add on to this, so I'm over 200k for the month. That's growth, by the way. Fees and charges and everything on that, it's like just over 160k for the month. And we're having a great month. It's probably my 3rd best ever month. This is similar to what happened last summer. Actually, I had 3 really good months in a row. So this is my third best ever month, and I'd never been over 200k in a month before this year. So how do you get the scanner? Okay, that's a good question, Willy Wonka. If you check the links in the description, if you're watching on TikTok, you can find it. Go to my profile. There's a link, and it's the link to the TikTok trader, or you can type that link that's in that you can see on the screen there, which is Linktree TikTok trader, and it'll bring you to this page. These links are all in the description, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble or ShareVision or wherever. And if you want to find the stocks to trade, I use Benzinga. You can try it out for 14 days for free. You don't even need a credit card. So go check it out for free for 14 days. If you sign up through this link, I do get a kickback, so it helps me out. You know, it's a win-win. They get a new customer. You get the tools, and I get a kickback, so it's a win all the way around. But don't pay full price. Please don't pay full price. Use my discount code. It'll get you 35% off whatever package you go for. So you might go for a discounted longer package, like a 3-month or a 12-month package. But if you go for a 1-year package, don't pay full price. Just don't pay full price at all, okay? Just use my discount code at checkout and you get 35% off. So that's Benzinga, and I've just been talking about the Benzinga scanners if you're wondering what I'm talking about. If you want to learn how to trade, you want me to be your mentor, you want access to the Day Trade with Tony private Discord, you come and join us here, Day Trade with Tony. This is, again, the link The link in the link tree, first link in the link tree. You want to reach out to me, all my socials are in the link tree, email, Facebook, Twitter. You can reach out to me, DM me. I'm happy to answer questions if you've got them. There's no problem at all. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, then go and do that. But if you want to learn to trade, come join the Day Trade with Tony community. Full syllabus here. You can check out the syllabus if you want. In fact, the first lesson is posted on YouTube. You can watch it for free. So go to my YouTube channel, look for the introduction to trading video, and that's essentially the first lecture on YouTube. If you like it, come join us. It works out very, very cheap. It's $119 plus tax. So that's why it's $46 here, because I'm based in Ireland. So, but wherever you're based, it'll be different. If you don't want to pay the tax, use a VPN and go through a low-cost country. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying you can, and it will reduce the price you pay by eliminating the tax. If you go to that link and you click this thing here, it automatically selects the 3-month option, quarterly option there. You pay by PayPal or credit card or whatever you want to do. But yeah, just come join us. What else? What am I looking at? People asking me what's the broker I use. Capital Markets. I recommend them. I do recommend them. I complain and bitch and moan about them from time to time, but the platforms are great. The fees and charges are very reasonable. Support's really good. I've never had any real issues with them. I've chopped and changed, and I have always come back to them. So no PDT rule, even better. So if you've got a small account, no PDT rule, brilliant. Okay. So PDT, what is the PDT rule? PDT is basically you're limited to the number of trades that you can take on a small account per week. You're limited to 3 trades a week. So you can't trade at any more than that. Because if you've got a balance under $25,000. I was just showing you the reports there. This is TraderView, by the way, and TraderView is a great journal for trading. Check it out. If you're not journaling your trades and reviewing your trades on a daily basis, do it, guys. It will give you great insight into what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. It will give you great insight into how to improve your trades. TraderView is great. It's a freemium service. What I mean by that, you can sign up for free and you can log up, I think it's up to 30 trades and analyze 30 trades per month for free. If you want to analyze more than that, then I think that the prices are very reasonable. It's like $10-12 a month for the base package, and then I've got the gold package, which is like the full analytics and everything else. You don't get all of the analytics and ratios with the base package, but it gives you some good insight into the trades and the trading. And if you're part of the Day Trade with Tony community, you sign up with TraderView, you can add me as a mentor, and I can look through your trades with you and discuss it with you, and add my comments as well on where I feel you should be, try and help you, if you will. So there you go. And the platform that I'm using to trade is Dash Trader. If you sign up with Capital Markets Elite as your broker, and you want to use Dash Trader, so they give you options: Dash Trader, Sterling Trader, Capital, MetaTrader. They give you options to trade. Okay. But if you sign up with them, you won't need to subscribe to Dash Trader, because they will provide the platform, the trading platform with you, and they'll also give you a simulator to practice on before you go live. So and if you sign up through my link, you can get it discounted for first 3 months while you're learning as well. So that's with Capital Markets. But there you go. And I mentioned there, if you're signing up to Day Trade with Tony, you need to go through a low-cost country, use a VPN. Any VPN will do, but if you want to use Surfshark, again, it's an affiliate link, so I will get a kickback if you sign up with through that link. Just calling that out there, but it is a great VPN. I'm going to lock it up and take the dog for a walk. I think that's me done for the day. So yeah. In the meantime, let's just bring this back. So in the meantime, I'll be looking for something to trade a little bit later, maybe on the small account. I'll record it if I take something. If I don't, then I'll just be doing the trade recaps anyway later this evening, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. If I don't trade anymore, I'll be back at it tomorrow. Okay? She's heard me saying that I'm going to take her for a walk, so she's waiting. How can I resist? I mean, she's waiting for me to take her for a walk. Irresistible, yeah? So I've got to take the dog for her little stroll. It's my daily exercise, clears my mind, and it allows me to get refreshed and come back for part 2. If you're in the Day Trade with Tottenham community already, I'll see you in the Discord later, guys. And I'll, in the meantime, take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow.